Well, one of the biggest adjustments we've all made during this unusual time we're going through is giving up our dear Golden Knights games. I know it was really hard for you, Sean,
Yeah.
but that doesn't keep us from keeping connected with the team right now and joining their Fit Challenge.
It's no question. She's kind of ready to go. I've been, you know what, Section 220. I'm missing it so much. Shane Knighty is here. He's here with the Golden Knights. Of course, you know him, color commentator for the Golden Knights. It's great having you, buddy. How are you hanging in? You're a little bored right now?
Yeah, I've been pretty much self-quarantined since we returned from Minnesota. The game we didn't play, I believe, was the 12th. So it's been a while at home. It's been some challenging times, but that said, you know, this is what we need to do right now. Everyone stay safe, stay healthy, respect the social distance, and hopefully we can all sooner than later.
Yeah, no question. I know that it's been an interesting go. I will say the Golden Knights, you guys have been way ahead of this on the social media aspect. Even Bruce, the announcer, and everyone is getting involved in kind of reaffirming the things we need to do. But one of the things we got to do is just try to stay somewhat fit, because staying on the couch is way too easy. So this VGK Fit Challenge came out of nowhere. What is this about?
Well, I think it's just something to interact. We're trying to do it as much as we can to interact with fans, with the people here in these times. We do, whether it's doing shows remotely, anything we can. So we came up with the Fit Challenge. I think, you know, for the Golden Knights, we want people to try and stay active. I'm a big believer in it. I really got back into fitness about a year ago, and because of it, I find it mentally it helps you. If you can get a workout, get your body moving, it's going to help you in so many ways. So this is a way to interact with the fans. You know, we have all our broadcast crew, different ones kind of going through it. Our VGK cast members helping out to demonstrate the exercises, then encourage people to try these workouts, and then to send back videos, whatever you can. We had a great response from somebody who incorporated his dog, so people are getting creative. Anytime you can, get creative, put a smile on your face, try and get a little exercise in. I think it's beneficial for anyone.
It certainly is. I mean, I run just because it clears my mind. It's especially important to me right now. I know that the stress and there's like a level of worry going through so many of us right now. So this VGK Fit Challenge, it started about a week ago online. So how can people join it? How can they participate? And how can they send in their videos?
I can just follow along on Twitter, Instagram, any of the social platforms for the Golden Knights. I believe it's on day 6 right now. Darren Millard, who does pre-post game intermission, our host, has today's out, his video leading the way. Follow along, let us know how you did. Have a little fun, send videos, send pictures to the Vegas Golden Knights, whether it's on Twitter, Instagram. Let's stay connected here any way we can in these times.
No question. Now, how about these kids that are, you know, because the local youth hockey, my goodness, it went from almost a non-factor to just blowing up in popularity. And now these kids don't have sheets of ice to practice on. What do you say to these you know, young players that want to be able to get some reps in? And how do they stay fresh at a time like this?
It's interesting you should say that, because I think that's another thing we talked about in our content. I want to start, I have a 13-year-old son who plays, and I think we're going to start putting out videos you can do at home, just, you know, a stick, puck, tennis ball, whatever you have, start little drills. And then for exercise, the VGK Fit Challenge, anything like that, body weights, you know, workouts where kids can keep their body active will help them any way they can while they're off the ice. To do some conditioning drills, so when it comes back and they get back to playing hockey or whatever sport it is, their conditioning levels are you know, still have to adapt to that sport, but it'll certainly help them make the transition a lot easier.
Excellent. And, you know, I heard the two of you, both of you, talking about the potential continuation of the season, or how will this all end up once we all come out of our homes and stop this social distancing. But do you two want to spitball on
what has
the
Gary
remainder of the
Bettman
season
told
could
you,
be?
Shane?
Sean, I have yet to have a conversation with Gary Bettman, but obviously being around the NHL as long as I have, there's lots of people I know and we talk. For me, I personally, I'm going to be an optimist on this. I think we're going to come back, whether it'll be interesting times, possibly July, August, to finish it out, whether they finish a certain amount of regular season games or whether they jump right to playoffs. There's so many different scenarios that are being, you know, thrown around. And then if you go to playoffs, is every game a 7-game series? it's unique times. So nothing is going to be perfect and nothing is going to be completely fair for everybody. But I still think there should be a way for them to compete and to hand out the Stanley Cup. People, it's not like the season was just, 40% done. These
was
guys
almost
have
done,
grinded out. As a former player,
Yeah.
it is so hard to get to playoffs, but you do it. You go through that grind. It's an 82 game season. Majority of the teams are right around 70 games. You work so hard to have that chance to compete for the Stanley Cup. I think there should still be a chance if everything works out. Obviously, safety comes first
Of course.
in any measure. But that said, I'm going to believe that they're still going to find a way. Hopefully, this can, things can start to turn here soon in a good way.
Yeah.
And then you can start to look at the way to bring sport back. And if there is talk of them playing it right out to July, August, maybe, into September, and then starting a full season next year in November. That's kind of I would say the latest they could do it. It would be interesting to be in 120 degree heat and having hockey games here in Vegas. But, when they went to the finals, it was around, I think there was a couple around 110. So,
Oh yeah, no, it was,
surface, it worked.
well needed air conditioning. Before we go, and by the way, the Knights return in such a great corner there, so I'd love to see how this season wraps up.
Yeah.
That said, who can bench more, you or Dave Gaucher?
Me.
Ooh.
There it is.
Yes.
Yeah.
Didn't even
Dave works out. He likes to say he throws around the weights. But you know what? That's a good question. He hasn't had 2 shoulder surgeries on both sides like I have. So
I just want to hear.
I'm not for weight. My body doesn't allow that anymore.
I just want to hear Dave Gaucher say, well, I've been banging and clanging. I would love, that would be great.
And that's very accurate of something he might say.
That would be awesome. Shane,
thank you so much.
great talking to you, buddy.
Oh, thank you guys. Thanks for still sharing content with everybody in these times.
Of course, VGK Fit Challenge. Use that hashtag. You can follow them on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And I leave you with my my impromptu Golden Knights, shrine.
It's your altar.
It is a little bit.